It's so much so that I can call Tom on the phone wherever he is in the world and describe how I've edited a scene. He does not need to see the scene to know that the scene works.
La nostra vita è la somma delle nostre decisioni.
The entity is a real and interesting character. Are you so afraid that AI is gonna do your job in the next years?
um, I'm not too worried about any of that. I think that ultimately what we do making movies is all about empathy, all about character, all about taste. I think those are very human qualities, and I think we'll have that market cornered for a while. I could be wrong, but
It will be the beginning of Terminator, yeah, another movie. And I know that you worked when you were younger in a detective agency. How did working in a detective agency maybe help you with this franchise?
I'll tell you what. When I worked at that job, one of the things I did most was working security at a movie theater, uh, and I spent a lot of my time standing in the back of a movie theater watching the audience and watching the audience watch movies. And I didn't realize it at the time, but looking back, I realized that's my film school. I really developed a sense of how the audience interacts with the movie, that the audience has seen more movies than the filmmaker, that the audience is the audience is emotionally connected to the movie in a completely different way than the filmmaker. They're smarter than you. They're they and they know every move you're going to make, and that keeps me on my toes all the time. I still very much have those people in my mind when I'm making a film.
You think the audience is smarter? Because many people, I think, don't think so. So it's nice to hear it from you. Yeah.
Oh, I know so.
And
The audience is actively all the time trying to outsmart the movie and guess where the movie is going, and I've seen it firsthand. They're they've got me out. They've got me outgunned every time. They've seen more movies than I have, and I have the emotional connection to having made the movie. The audience is completely indifferent. I've got their attention or I don't, and I never take it for granted.
Tom Cruise said in Cannes last year that he remembers each lens, each mark on the ground in each movie he made. Is it true, or it was just joking?
No,
Can you
that's
confirm?
absolutely true. It's so much so that I can call Tom on the phone wherever he is in the world and describe how I've edited a scene. He does not need to see the scene to know that the scene works. He remembers the shots, the performances, and he understands structure so well and absorbs it all so well. He's been doing it for a very long time. That the number of times I've described scenes to him where he was happy with the cut without having to see it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm curious. We always guess what will he do next in this franchise. Each time his stunts are greater and better and bigger. And how you write the movie? You write the movie before the stunts, or you write the movie after you have think about some stunts that you want to do, that he wants to do?
Sometimes it all comes together from the edges towards the center. Sometimes it comes from the center towards the edges. Sometimes it happens both at the same time. It always starts with character and emotion. Why do I care about the characters? Why am I invested in what they're doing? And the stunts and the action are all things that that we feel we owe you. That's what you come to expect with Mission Impossible. What people tend not to expect is the character and the emotion that we're constantly trying to bring to it.
This movie begins with the oath of the ghost. And they say we live and die in the shadows for we people we know and we will never know. After working on this franchise, do you believe that humanity is still worth saving or not? Maybe the entity is right or not.
I believe in humanity. I believe in the basic goodness of people. So yes, absolutely.
Are you aware that Ethan Hunt is becoming the Jessica Fletcher of female co-stars? Because everywhere he goes, there's a female co-star who is in danger.
Well,
Why?
as we make a point in the story, he has a very dangerous job. So once you enter into his world, it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to be in danger.
Okay, thank you so much.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you.